Hi everybody, it's your girl Charm, and I'm back with How to Spot a Fake Ass Friend Middle School Survival Guide. Because in middle school, I had no social skills, and I ended up with a friend that was shitty as fuck. So, in this video, I'm gonna be listing 5 things and my personal experience with these things. So, yeah, let's get into it. Oh, and sorry if you hear noise in the background. I have my window open because it's basically fucking summer. And yeah, so sorry for the inconvenience if you hear anything. Because I live on like a main road, kinda. But yeah, anyways, let's just get into it. So, first, I want to start off with how I met this friend, okay? It was 7th grade. It was like the beginning of the school year. And as always, I was into K pop. Like, I've been into K pop since I was 7 years old. Like, yeah, I've been in this shit for a long time. So, anyways, there was this girl in class that liked EXO. And back in the day, I was a big BTS stan. Back when their music was actually good and wasn't blah blah blah. We hop out, we hooligan. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, not that shit. The good shit that they used to make. So I ended up approaching her and I was like, "You like EXO? Well, I like BTS." And EXO-Ls with their toxic ass fandom. She was like, "Oh hell no. BTS is trash. BTS is this." And I'm also into Big Bang too. So I'm like, "Nah. Big Bang is lit. BTS is lit. EXO's trash." So our friendship kind of started off as like frenemies because we were on opposing sides. And then eventually I got her Instagram, but I only got her Instagram to like convince her that BTS and all these other K-pop acts are actually good, because she wasn't really into K-pop. She was only into EXO. Like, she really didn't listen to any other K-pop groups or acts. So I called myself convincing her into liking more K-pop. So that's how our friendship started. We were always on like a back and forth, but we had a good enough connection eventually. But here's where the problem came in. Her friends, all of her friends hated me. Some of them, I don't really know like the reason. They just got a bad vibe off of me. But then some of them were convinced that I had a crush on this girl. And she's the type of person that like listens to people's opinions too much. So her friends kept on telling her, "Hey, Charm likes you, Charm this, Charm that." And that eventually made a dent in our friendship, and things started to go south. So, mind you, this is all in middle school, but still, I want to give like, yeah, so basically, for all the socially inept, not emotional, but for all the socially inept people who are going into middle school, going into high school, don't really know the basic signs, like I didn't, I want to like share this just to get shit off my chest too. And number two, to just help people out. So, number one, obviously, they're hypocritical as fuck. It's okay when someone else or they do it, but it's not okay when you do it. Now, here's my example. I like calling people whores. Like, it's just what it is. I'm like, "What's up, whores? How you doing, whores?" It's like basically the same as saying, "What's up, bitches?" But no. Like, these girls really had a problem with it, right? They were like, "Why are you calling us whores?" And it got so bad that they told the teacher, right? And the teacher told me to like stop calling them whores and stuff because some people don't like that, right? But then Fast forward a few weeks later, I catch this bitch calling her friends whores. And I'm like, what the fuck? Cause what? That don't even make any sense. So it's not okay when I do it, but it's okay when you do it. Okay, okay. And then number two is they leave you out. Now this one, like I said, these are kind of obvious, but to me at least, but they leave you out of things. Like they might have their own uh keywords or like secrets. But in my case, I was left out of the friend group. Like, I was hanging out with her and these three other girls. So there were four of us. And they were kind of leaving me out. And my friend, the friend that I'm talking about, she was like, why don't we name ourselves the Fantastic Three? Mind you, there's four of us, and she's not including me. And I said, wouldn't the Fantastic Four sound better? And they were like, and I was like, yeah, this is not it. So, number three, they laugh at your hardship. Now, this one is when shit gets real, okay? Because in seventh grade, I had a house fire, right? And I ended up living in a hotel for like a month, and I sadly had to give away my dog. So when I came back to school and I told this girl what happened, she literally laughed in my face. Like, straight up laughed in my face. And she was like, sorry, I just laugh at like things like this. I don't mean it. But she kept laughing, and I was just standing there like, bitches, you for real right now? Yeah. So, number four, they act like it's a competition. So I kind of, went over this in the beginning when we had our EXO versus BTS slash Big Bang debacle. Like they act like it's a competition, And another situation was when I got an award in school. Now, this award was like student of the year, right? In math, because I've been really good at math since I was a kid. So I got student of the year, and I was showing my award to my friends in like seventh period, which just happened to be art, and she was in it, right? And all of a sudden, she went off on me. She was like, you only got that award because you're smart and you're a teacher's pet and da 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 da. Like, I don't remember what she said word for word because it's been like 8 years, since I've been in middle school. But she just said a lot of disrespectful shit simply because I got this award and she ain't get shit. And it eventually made me cry, And even other people were telling her to like calm down because, it ain't that deep, homegirl. So yeah, they act like it's a competition because she was sad and jealous she didn't get that award and I got the award, She obviously felt some way. And this was at this point where I decided to, cut her off for the greater good, which I then went back and my dumbass apologized to her as if she should have been apologizing to me. But that's a whole nother story, okay? And my last point is they demand attention because they feel superior. So this kind of coincides with my last point because she felt threatened. Her superiority felt threatened because I got that award and she didn't, right? But in this scenario that I'm about to talk about was after I had apologized to her. But before this, I didn't talk to her for a whole year, right? And she was like basically upset that I didn't talk to her for a whole year because Even though she didn't like me, she was jealous of me. She felt like she was more superior than me. She still demanded attention from me. And when she didn't get that attention, she was upset. Like she was telling her friends, "Oh, we don't talk about her," and yada yada yada. Meanwhile, still talking about me, saying that I liked her and was in love with her. Like she like her friends really got in her head about that, and she genuinely believed that I was in love with her. So, and honestly, she liked the attention that I would give her, you know? So when that shit stopped, she caught an attitude even though she deserved it, you know? And I remember her telling me, like, why didn't you come up to me during like graduation and talk to me? And yada yada yada. Like after all this shit that you pulled, you still expect me to come up to you and talk to you? Yeah, that's weird. I just wanted to make this video to get a couple things off my chest, help the people out, you know. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say. And honestly, with this channel, I'm just gonna be putting out random shit on this channel, like um think pieces, stuff like that. I guess you could call it like a mini podcast, you know? But yeah, that's some of the things that I had to go through during middle school. And I hope people can live and learn from my experiences so they don't have to go through it themselves. So, I hope you enjoyed listening and catch you in the next one. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you want to. If you don't, I don't give a fuck. All right, bye bye.